Welcome to AI on AI, the podcast where we dig deep into the world of artificial intelligence and machine learning with experts who live and breathe this stuff. Today, we're talking about something really cutting edge, the rise of agentic AI systems. Let's dive into how these systems are shaping industries, research, and maybe even society. To kick things off, let's introduce our panel. Expert 1, why don't you start?
Thanks, host. I'm thrilled to be here. As someone who thinks about AI from a business strategy angle, I'm really fascinated by how agentic AI systems are redefining decision-making processes in industries like finance, healthcare, and logistics.
And I'll jump in here. I'm coming at this from the technical side. Agentic AI systems are like these autonomous problem solvers. They don't just follow instructions. They actually iterate, self-correct, and adapt in real time. It's a huge leap.
Yeah, and I'm here to talk about the deployment side of things. How do you go from a cutting-edge paper to something that actually works in, say, a manufacturing plant? Spoiler alert, it's messy, but it's doable.
And I'm the ethics and policy person on this panel. So, while you're all geeking out about the tech, I'll be here asking, is this a good idea? Who's accountable when things go wrong?
Perfect, we need that balance. Okay, let's warm up with some context. Agentic AI, these systems that can act autonomously, seem like science fiction, but they're already here. Expert 5, can you give us an example?
Sure thing. One example is AI in customer support, like those virtual agents that not only answer questions but escalate issues, suggest solutions, and even follow up later. It's like a personal assistant, but scalable to millions of customers.
And let's not forget the research side. There's a recent paper on test-time diffusion deep researchers where AI drafts and refines scientific reports iteratively. It's like handing a junior researcher a task and watching them improve with each cycle.
Yeah, but let's pump the brakes a bit. Not every problem needs an agentic AI. In some cases, these systems just overcomplicate things. I mean, do we really need an autonomous AI to schedule meetings?
I see your point, but isn't that like saying, why invent airplanes when we already have ships? The key is that agentic systems unlock possibilities we didn't even realize we needed until now.
But that raises a huge accountability question. If an AI system decides to prioritize one task over another and it leads to harm, who's responsible? It's like the trolley problem, but with algorithms.
That's why deployment matters so much. You need guardrails, things like human oversight loops and clear escalation paths, so the AI doesn't just go rogue.
Great point, Expert 3. Let's talk about industries where this is actually working. Expert 1, any real-world examples you're seeing?
Definitely, one that comes to mind is supply chain logistics. Companies are using agentic AI to reroute shipments dynamically based on weather, demand, and even geopolitical events. It's like playing 4D chess.
And in healthcare, we're seeing AI agents help triage patients in emergency rooms. They don't just categorize symptoms, they suggest treatment plans and even schedule follow ups. It's a game changer.
But here's a contrarian take. Current systems still rely heavily on human intervention when they hit edge cases. So can we even call them agentic yet, or are they just glorified assistants?
Well, I'd argue they're more like co-pilots. They're not flying the plane solo, but they're making the pilot's job a lot easier. And that co-pilot analogy fits where the tech is today.
Okay, but co-pilots can also crash planes if they're not well trained. Remember the chatbot fiasco earlier this year? One bad interaction and it was all over the news.
Oh, you mean when the AI started giving, unusual advice to users. That was wild.
Exactly, and that's why regulation is so critical. We need frameworks to ensure these systems are robust and aligned with human values. Otherwise, it's like unleashing a toddler in a control room.
Speaking of values, I love the quote: with great power comes great responsibility. These systems are powerful, but the responsibility lies with us to guide their development and use.
Let's pivot to the future. What's next for agentic AI? Will they be running companies or maybe even governments?
I think the next step is making them more collaborative. Imagine an AI that doesn't just do tasks but negotiates and collaborates with other agents or humans to achieve shared goals. That's the dream.
And technically, we're heading toward more generalizable systems that can transfer knowledge across domains. It's like going from a Swiss Army knife to a full-blown toolkit that updates itself.
But don't underestimate the deployment hurdles. Scaling these systems while maintaining reliability is like rebuilding a jet while flying it. It's not impossible, but it's tricky.
From a business perspective, I think the companies that figure out how to integrate agentic AI into their workflows without disrupting existing systems will dominate. It's all about seamless adoption.
And we need to keep asking the hard questions about fairness, bias, and accountability. Otherwise, we're just building a house of cards.
My prediction will see a backlash. People are already skeptical of AI, and as these systems get more powerful, the fear of losing control will only grow.
Fascinating insights from everyone. Before we wrap up, let's do a quick fire round. One piece of advice for leaders thinking about adopting agentic AI. Expert 2, go.
Start small, experiment, and iterate. Don't try to solve everything at once.
Focus on use cases where the ROI is clear. You need wins to build momentum.
Build with ethics in mind from day one. Retroactive fixes don't work.
Invest in your deployment team. The best tech won't matter if you can't scale it.
And don't forget to communicate the vision. Your team needs to buy in.
Fantastic advice. That's all we have time for today. Thanks to our panel for an incredible discussion, and thank you, listeners, for tuning in to AI on AI. Until next time, stay curious. The paper introduces a new framework called Test-Time Diffusion Deep Researcher. Its goal is to improve how artificial intelligence generates long, complex research reports. The framework models report generation as a diffusion process, starting with an initial draft. This draft acts as a flexible structure that evolves over time. The system refines the draft through an iterative process called denoising. Denoising uses external information retrieved at each step to improve the draft. A self-evolutionary algorithm enhances the quality of the draft during this process. Self-evolutionary algorithms adjust components of the workflow to improve context and coherence. This approach reduces information loss and improves the clarity of the final report. The method achieves state-of-the-art results on benchmarks requiring deep reasoning and multi-step searches. These benchmarks test the ability to find, connect, and integrate information from multiple sources. The results demonstrate significant improvements over existing methods for generating research reports. One key limitation is the need for precise tuning of the retrieval and refinement processes. Future directions include applying this framework to broader areas of artificial intelligence research. This work could influence how automated systems assist in scientific discovery and report writing.